If the next settlement between the United States Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple is successful, XRP could experience a significant increase in value. Recent disclosures suggest that the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, may soon decide to drop its case against Ripple, which has been ongoing for more than 4 years. Several lawsuits and investigations involving companies such as Coinbase and Consensus have already been dismissed by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, under the supervision of Acting Chair Mark Uyeda. The case against Ripple, on the other hand, has continued to be active, primarily because of the permanent injunction that was placed against the company's sales of XRP to institutional investors. Eleanor Terrett, a prominent writer in the field of cryptocurrency, has reported that 2 prominent sources have revealed that Ripple is currently engaged in negotiations with the SEC to lift this injunction before the case is officially dismissed. Following the conclusion of the case, investors are speculating on how the price of XRP would react, which has contributed to an increase in anticipation within the market. After the settlement, how high could the price of XRP go? Participants in the market anticipate a robust positive reaction to XRP as a result of the probability that a final resolution is on the horizon. Following the decision made by Judge Annalisa Torres in July 2023 that XRP was not a security, the asset had a meteoric rise of 101%. Moving from 0.4709 to 0.9479 before enduring a correction. In light of this historical precedence, the majority of people believe that a complete settlement could start an even more significant surge. However, the quantity is still unknown because it is dependent on conditions such as the sentiment of the market, the clarity of the regulatory environment, and the demand from institutions. An artificial intelligence chatbot called ChatGPT was consulted by the Crypto Basic to obtain some projections. ChatGPT gave several alternative scenarios based on various amounts of price appreciation. Various possible price scenarios for XRP. Following the conclusion of a settlement, ChatGPT presented 3 potential price trajectories, each of which was determined by the degree to which the market responded to the news. An increase of 101% was taken into consideration in the first scenario. The current price of XRP, which is $2.23, has the potential to increase by 101% if it continues to react in the same manner as it did in July 2023 when legal clarification was provided. A new all-time high of $4.48 would be reached as a consequence of this. On the other hand, the artificial intelligence chatbot pointed out that a final settlement might potentially generate even more bullishness for XRP, which would result in more bullish momentum. If the price increases by 150%, it will eventually rise to $5.58. While this was going on, ChatGPT also came up with a scenario in which the adoption of XRP is driven by regulatory clarity, as well as a general bull run in the cryptocurrency market. A scenario like this one, according to the chatbot, might result in the token's value increasing by 200%, bringing it to $6.69. According to ChatGPT, the amount of XRP that can escalate following a settlement will be determined by several different criteria. In addition to fear of missing out and speculation, these factors include regulatory clarity, market conditions, institutional and retail demand, and market conditions. Nevertheless, Dom, a market analyst, thinks that these anticipated aims might not come to fruition. In his opinion, the fact that the market is already anticipating the settlement eliminates the element of surprise, which can dampen any price increase that may occur. Furthermore, he mentioned that the settlement is more concerned with Ripple than it is with XRP. On the website of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, a proposal has been published that suggests XRP might be used as a strategic financial asset for the United States. It would appear that Maximilian Staudinger was the author of the 5-page document that was sent to the Secretary of the Securities and Exchange Commission Crypto Task Force. If the United States approves the use of XRP as a payment asset, the suggestion suggests that the country might reap enormous financial rewards. According to the idea, which works under the assumption that Ripple XRP would be incorporated into the financial system of the United States, it has the potential to liberate up to $1.5 trillion from Nostro accounts. Nostro accounts are accounts that are held by banks with foreign banks and are denominated in foreign currency. These accounts are used to enable transactions that take place across international borders. The document states that there is a total of $27 trillion stashed in various accounts across the globe, with the United States of America holding $5 trillion of the cash. XRP, on the other hand, is thought to have the potential to become the substitute liquidity for 30% of the fund. It was also mentioned that XRP has the potential to become the payment rail for financial transactions, which would save the United States of America up to $7.5 billion yearly. Even though there is a lack of clarity regarding how this would take place, it is anticipated that the government will use XRP for payments at the state level, including Social Security. The Bitcoin reserve was also referenced in the proposal, and it was mentioned that the $1.5 trillion that would be taken from the Nostro accounts would be used to purchase Bitcoin for the strategic reserve. However, it wrongly asserted that the United States could purchase up to 25 million Bitcoins with the money for $60,000 per Bitcoin, which is significantly higher than the maximum supply cap of 21 million Bitcoins. To establish an XRP payment network, the plan proposes a regulatory change. It should come as no surprise that the ambitious proposal included recommendations that are essential for incorporating XRP into the financial system of the United States. XRP should be classified as a payment asset, according to the first suggestion, which is an executive order from the President that instructs the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Treasury, and the Department of Justice, DOJ. Following the issuance of this ruling, the administration thinks that the ongoing case against Ripple concerning the status of the SEC will be resolved. The multi-phase plan contains further proposals that call for legislation that will oblige banks to use XRP. Additionally, the plan requires the Federal Reserve and the Office of the Comptroller of Currency to make the use of XRP mandatory for banks as a replacement for Nostro. These recommendations are in addition to the presidential order. In the proposal, the SEC and Ripple litigation was highlighted, and it was mentioned that there is a need for legal clarification. Regarding the implementation, it was mentioned that it might take anywhere from 12 to 24 months, depending on whether the stakeholders adhere to the normal plan or the expedited plan. Reactions from the crypto community. In the meanwhile, the proposal has been met with opposition from a significant number of members of the cryptocurrency community, who view it as an attempt that is wholly unachievable and ought to be disregarded. The political correspondent for Bitcoin magazine, Frank Corva, expressed his opinion that it was unreasonable in a piece of writing. As Corva put it, "It is difficult to consider XRP to be a strategic asset given how flawed the logic that underpins this idea is.